Hello friends, welcome to another chapter of Python Libraries course for data analysis and manipulation by SlideScope. In this chapter, you will learn about cross-tab method in pandas. So cross-tab method in Python pandas is used to compute a simple cross-tabulation of two or more factors. Whenever we have a data set, in a data set there can be any number of factors, and if you have to compute the simple cross tabulation of two or more factors, so you can use the cross tab method. Now you will understand the meaning of this line when we will see some examples. By default, this cross tab methods computes a frequency table of the factors unless an array of values and an aggregate function are passed. So let's see some data set first, and then we will proceed with the exploratory analysis of that data set and data manipulation process with the help of cross-tab method. In cross-tab method, we have these parameters also like index, columns, call names, aggregate function, margin name, drop NA, normalize, and so on. The information of these parameters will be shared with you, and we have values and row names also. Again, you can read more about these parameters on pandas.pydata.org also, and I will share this information in the description of this chapter also. Now let's see some data set first. So you can see we have a data set here. This data set is of Titanic. So the Titanic, the ship, and it's about the accident, and here you can see we have passenger IDs. Then we have information of those people who survived that accident. So 0 is for those passengers who were not able to survive, and 1 is for those passengers who were able to survive the accident. Then we have passenger class, we have name of these passengers, and we have gender of these passengers, age. Then we have some columns like SIB, SP, PARCH, ticket number, fare, cabin, embarked, and so on. So here you can see we have survived, passenger class, gender, and age. These are few things that you have to consider in this type of analysis. And this data set, you can get this data set from kaggle.com. I have introduced you about kaggle.com in previous videos also. So let's load this data in our data frame first, and then proceed with the application of cross-tab method. So my Anaconda Navigator software is running, and I have opened my Jupyter Notebook here. From Jupyter Notebook, I have navigated to that particular folder where my titanic.csv dataset file is saved. I will create a new Python 3 file here. I will rename it as cross-tab. First thing that we always do is import pandas as pd, and then we do df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and this time the csv name is titanic dot csv. We can also name it as df underscore titanic. Now this will be imported, and df underscore titanic is now created, which you can see here, the same data set we had. So you can see that we have about 891 rows and 12 columns here. This is the shape of this data set. Now when we have used this, now it's time to apply cross tab. First we will apply cross tab without too much parameters or too many parameters. So now here the thing is, in cross tab we can choose two or more columns. So the first column, that let me show you the syntax first. So you can see from df underscore titanic, the first thing that I have chosen is survived, and the second column that I have chosen is gender. So I want to see what is the ratio of what is the ratio of male and female to survived or not survived. So for that we can use this type of cross tab, and let's execute this. So now you can see from this data set we have managed to get a cross tab which is telling us information about the females who were not able to survive are 81 here, and male who were not able to survive are 468, and this is the data of survived. So you can clearly see that more females were able to survive the accident and more male died. So now the next thing is we can also visualize this kind of data. So for visualization we will plot a simple bar plot here. So this is your data frame, right? But the value that you are getting here is your data frame. So this is let we can also save this data frame in some variable also. So let's save it. So this is df underscore gender underscore survive, and we will save this data in this particular variable, and then we can use dot plot on this data frame, and I will use kind is equal to bar here. So I have already told you about bar plots, that this will give you vertical bar plot, and execute it. So now you can see the cross tabs that we have between female and survived. So now we are getting two bar plots here, one for survived is equal to 0 and one for survived is equal to 1, and for gender female and male we are getting these values. So this blue part is representing female and this orange part is representing male, and you can see in 0 that means in case of deaths the number of male is more than number of female, and in survival the number of female is more than number of male. So this clearly tells that gender has some role in survival. From the data set that we can tell that gender has a relationship with survival. It is not that there is no relationship between gender and survival in this data set. So this is first thing that we can get from here. We can also create another data frame here. Let's say df, let's say instead of gender let's take p class also. P class is the class in which these passengers were traveling. So df, instead of gender here, now I will use p class. Remember, whenever you have to write these column names, so make sure that you are writing in the same case in which they are there in your data set. So now this df underscore p class survive will be created, and this will give us information about this will information about survival and class of passenger. This will tell us some relationship between survival and class of passenger in which the passenger was traveling. So again you have to simply use dot plot, and you can use kind is equal to bar, and now you will see that this is how the data is. So you can see passenger class 1 is blue, 2 is orange, and 3 is green. So you can see these colors and everything are automatically created by pandas here. So here we have data about survival 1, that means survived, and here we have data about not survived. And you can see number of people who are not able to survive are most in case of passenger class 3. So because the ticket of passenger class 3 was cheapest in these three classes. So passengers who were traveling in passenger class 3 were most unlucky, and they were not able to survive the accident. And this data you can see passengers who were traveling in class 1, the number of passengers who were traveling in class 1 was more than passenger class 2 and passenger class 3. So this is how we can get some information about survival and class of passenger, to see whether class, whether there is some relationship between class and the survival, whether some relationship between, whether there is some relationship between gender and survival. And this thing can be done using crosstab. it, this thing can be done with normal methods also, by selecting columns and then by plotting graphs separately for these three classes and then getting the information. But you can see, using the cross tab we can do it in one line only. So this is the main benefit of this cross tab. We can get this data in one line and we can do side by side comparison. Otherwise you have to create a separate graph for not survived, separate graph for survived, and then you have to combine them. And this is cross tab. Take two factors or more factors and combine them together. Now suppose you have to get information like this, and you have to get it very carefully, that number of male in class, or number of male in class 1, let's say class 2 and class 3. Similarly, number of female in class 1, class 2 and class 3, and number of survived and not survived people, and things like that. So if you want data like this, then you can use one more parameter here. So we have survived and gender here, let's say. So we want to see number of male. In this case we will get number of male survived and female survived and not survived. So we will get data about this, and this will include, you just have to write margins is equal to true, and this will include one row and one column. Add one row and one column, and the name of that row will be all, name of column will also be all. We have seen use of margins in previous examples also. Let's see the output and then you will understand. So first, see this output here. We have female, male and survived. So what if we want to get data about how many people are there, means how many total people survived, not survived, and how many total people survived, how many females were there, how many males were there. So I will do a print screen. So here what we want, this place we want total. We want total of this, means how many people were not able to survive, then how many people were not were able to survive, then a total of this, and then a total of this. So how can we get that? We can get that using simple parameter called margins is equal to true. Run this and now you will see. So this is simple sum of this, right? So when we have not used any aggregate function, so it is giving us sum here. So 468 plus 81, 233 plus 109. So you can see how many answers can we get in one line, and by using crosstab. So total number of people who were able to survive are 549, who were not able to survive are 549. Total people who were able to survive are 342. Total female were 314. Total male were 577. Out of total 891 people, this is the ratio. So this is the data that you can get using cross tab. And again, if you will go with the conventional ways, of a Python pandas itself. So it will take you at least 4 or 5 lines to get this type of data. But this cross tab method is telling you that data in one line, and this is very much useful for data analysis. Now let's move further. Now you can see that we have calculated this thing we have calculated margins is equal to true for gender here. We can also calculate margins is equal to true for P class here. So you can see. But what if we have to calculate everything in one single data frame? So first I will do one thing. First I will take a print of this so that I can explain you more clearly. So you can see we have this data here. Now I will cut this from here. I will place it side by side. Now you can see when we have placed these two data frames side by side. So we have some data here that we have female and male here, and then 1, 2, and 3. But you know that we can also get how many females were there in passenger class 1, how many females were there in passenger class 2, how many females were there in passenger class 3, how many of them were able to survive and not survive, and things like that. So what if you have to get this data in one particular data frame using cross tab? For that, what you have to do here, first you have to consider what is our main point that we are analyzing here. The main point is survival, because this was an accident and we are trying to calculate what are the odds of surviving any particular accident. And for that, so this DF survived will be separate, but these two columns will be combined with each other, the passenger class and the gender. So what we can do here, we can create a list here, let's say tabs. So these are our list. This will be our list. In this list I will put passenger class and I will put gender. So in this list I have put these two values. Now I will use the same syntax here, and in this syntax you just have to replace this passenger class. So there is this first tab, right? And then for the second tab we will put two tabs by using the list. So by using this variable, it's an equivalent of saying this. It's equivalent of writing this. So instead of writing this, I am making it more readable here. And now let's execute this. Hopefully we'll get the answer. So now you can see here you can analyze that we have gender female and male, and then how many females were there in class 1, class 2 and class 3, how many were there in total, 94 in class 1, how many of them were able to survive, 91, how many of them died, 3. So you can read this data, and in one line or in one data frame you will get all your answers. How many male were there total? You can see that in passenger class number 1 there were total 122, then 108, 347 and so on. Now if you will change the order here, okay, we can also change the order here. I think that will also cause some effect on how our data frame will look. So now you can see. So now we have passenger class 1. For passenger class 1 we have data of female and male, then we have passenger class 2 female and male, 3 female and male, and then we have the information. So this is the meaning of cross tabs, and when we are not using any aggregate function, you can see we are not using any aggregate function here. So in that case it is giving us the sum. By aggregate function, whenever I say aggregate function, I mean things like sum, and mean, average, so things like that. Now there is another way of visualizing this data or manipulating this data. So you can see that survived is taken first here, and then we have taken tabs. If you will rearrange the position of these two, so let's put tabs first and then the survive thing later. So currently this data frame that you are viewing, this data frame here currently is in wide format, but we can also make it in long format as we did in the case of melt method. So we also did a video called melt method in which we were getting data in long format. Let's see the answer. So now you can see we have data like this. So now the passenger class has become one index, this gender has become the second index, and then we are getting the values here. And the aggregate function, without using aggregate function, we are getting the sum here. Now it's time to see some use of aggregate function. So let's say our task is to calculate this. So our task is to calculate average age of female in class 1, 2 and 3 respectively, and calculate average age of male in class 1, 2 and 3 respectively. So for that, what we can use cross tabs for this type of queries also. First I will fix this. Don't want the text to be too big. So how to calculate average age of female in class 1, 2 and 3, and average age of male in class 1, 2 and 3. So for that you have to write cross tab in this format. First you have to import numpy as np, because the aggregate functions that we have to run will take something like np dot mean or np dot sum. We can also write np dot min to get what is the minimum age, to get np dot max what is the maximum age, so things like that. So first import numpy as np, then we have to cross two tabs together. What we want to get, average age of female in class 1, 2 and 3. So age here will become our value, so age will be our value, and the first tab will be the gender and the second tab will be the p class. So this is what we are doing here. We are doing cross tab between two tabs. First tab is your gender, second tab is your p class, and then we are using values on age. So but when you have to write age, class or gender, so you have to use reference of the data frame in which these columns are. So values is equal to df underscore titanic dot age, and then in aggregate function, remember values and aggregate function, whenever you will use, they will be used together. So if you are using values, you have to use aggregate functions, and similarly with aggregate function, if you are using it, you have to use the values. Now here first we are trying to calculate mean, that mean average age, and you will execute this. So you will see that in passenger class 1 the average age of female is 34.6 and average age of male is 41. And in passenger class 2 this is 28, and in passenger class 3 this is 21. We can also put survived here to get, then we will get 0 and 1 here. So instead of gender, let's put survived here. So now the average age of the average age in passenger class 1 or non-survived people were 43 and so on. So whatever column, whatever two tabs you want, you can use that. Now the next thing is we can also use these method. So we can use these aggregate functions, like we can get max. So this is the max age. You can see maximum age of female of male was 80. Then we can get min also. So you can see we have got min here, and we can also put sum. There is no meaning of sum, but this is sum of all ages. So that's how we can calculate this. And this is the use of cross tab, and this is how you can perform some exploratory data analysis on of or using cross tab. Again, about this data set, with this data set I will perform more exploratory analysis on it, and for that I will create a separate video in which I will show you different type of graphs that can be created with the help of various libraries like matplotlib or seaborn. For that there will be a separate chapter, but in this part we discussed about cross tab method in Python pandas.